Okay, so what is your name?
I'm Brad Donovan.
And what is your job / what are you doing?
Well, I'm a teacher at Willapa Valley High School. I teach social studies and sometimes English.
Why did you choose to do this?
Well, this is going to sound really hokey and crazy, but one time I was going to be a communications major, and then something happened in my life, and I decided I was going to change the world one student at a time. I wanted to make a difference, so I went into teaching.
What do you like about your job?
It's never the same. The students may be the same every day, but it's never the same. You have a different mix of personalities, and I like having that moment where students all of a sudden get it. They find some new insight and they get excited about it, especially when they're so excited, you know they want to go home and tell their parents the cool thing that they learned that day.
Do you have any further goals with this profession?
Actually, not really. I'm 8 years from retirement, and I've done a lot. I just want to keep being a good teacher and keep getting kids enthused about learning, because learning's a lifetime process.
So how many years did you go to school?
Well, I went 4 years originally of college. Then I had to go a couple summers because at that time teachers were required to get a 5th year. And then I went another 2 years to get a master's degree. So if you totaled all those up, I suppose that'd be 7 years of college.
So what did you end up majoring in?
I have a major, I have a degree in political science with a minor in history and a minor in speech, and then an endorsement in education.
So where did you go to school?
Well, I went to school at Green River Community College, and I went to Washington State University. I did my 5th year studies at the University of Washington, and I got my master's degree through City University, which is kind of a private university mill out of Bellevue, Washington.
Is there any reason that you went to the schools that you did?
When I was a little boy, my dad used to, he got his master's degree at Washington State University, so I spent a couple years growing up around the college, and I always knew I wanted to go back to WSU and be a Coug.
Okay. So how has all of this shaped you / made you who you are today?
Well, I suppose I should know who I am today, but beyond that, I think education is kind of a calling, and I have really enjoyed it. So I think already liking the subject matter and enjoying students has probably made me more enthusiastic about education.
How is this how is this okay, let me restart this question because it's not coming out correctly. How are you different than you were when you were like a teenager?
Oh, when I was a teenager, first of all, I hated school, and there was no way I was going to go back into school. If you had told me my junior year of high school that I was going to be a teacher, I'd have thought you had rocks in your brain. But went to college, met a very inspiring teacher. That kind of changed the course of where I was going to go. And the rest, as they say from a history teacher, is the rest is history.
So would you say that you're happy?
Oh, I'm thrilled with my job, absolutely. I mean, I don't like the late nights doing homework, but every job's got a cost.
Right. So how do you feel this has made you more responsible over the years?
Well, my students might argue I'm still not responsible, but please ignore the cat. But teaching is a profession where you have to be responsible. There are deadlines, and there are points, and there are papers to be corrected, and there are schedules to be made, and lessons to be planned. And so all of that has really actually made me quite a bit more responsible.
Okay. Well, that was it. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Good luck on your project.
Thank you.